Her name is Mary. All right. Um, when I met Mary, Mary had 15,000 in her TSP roundabout, right? She started working in the government in 2008. So she had been working in another company for so long. She had no clue really what to be doing with her TSP. She just knew she was getting a pension and that's all that needed to be, right? But the purpose of this is to show you exactly why putting more money in your TSP can save you. So we met. She had 15,000 at the time. She had 8 years left to work. Now she didn't know she had 8 years left to work, but based on what happened, she ended up having 8 years to work. So I want to show you where she would have been, right? And so she has 98,534. That was exactly her salary the first time we met. I keep detailed notes. And at the time, she was putting 3% in because that was the minimum. You get the salary increase of 1.5% a year. She wasn't doing catch up at the time. And again, she had 8 years before she would have to withdraw this money. And at the time, she had her money just sitting in the G fund. And so based on if she would have kept on that path, here is where she would be. She would be at $82,428,000, right? That's how much she would have had in her TSP if she would have just kept going on in an automated way without making any changes. Now, here's what happened. We met, and again, this is why it's important to know how much you're putting into your TSP and why. So when we met, her salary was the same, the same amount she had in there. The thing I shifted based on conversation with her was, and showing her how to do it, she was able to put 15% into her TSP, right? She got rid of her option B life insurance. That freed up some money for her. She had some extra money that she could put in. She just didn't have the education, right? And so we went there. We changed it up, got her money out of the G fund. She ended up retiring with an average of 7.8%, right? And it was just a mixture of funds. And so here's where she ended up. She ended up with $253,513.19 in her TSP. Why is this important? Mary got very, very sick at the end of her career, right? She had a pension. She had her Social Security. She had her pension from her old job. But the thing that saved her was the fact that in that 8 years, she was able to build up a nest egg where she could have peace of mind in retirement. If she had only had that $80,000 in her TSP, it would have been very hard for her to retire with confidence, right? Because she had some debt she wanted to pay off. She was able to pay off all the debt she had, still have her pensions, and retire with peace, even though medically, even because she was forced to retire medically. Now, is the 253 a whole lot of money? No. But in her case, it was a huge amount because it gave her the peace of mind that she needed to retire well with her medical condition, right? This is why you want to know exactly how much you're putting into your TSP and where it's heading. This is why that is important. That is why this is bullet point 1 and a foundational pillar in our training. Make sure you understand how much you're putting in your TSP and where you're headed.